hey, this is what we're doing. We already got all that out of the way in the intro. My hand's making a noise. Listen. You can clap with one hand.
Yeah.
This is so entertaining.
Okay, am I sharing it?
I don't know what you're doing. I really don't. I think you should start.
Okay, so the thing that I came up with this week was you know, we're both super into video games, me more so than you. What?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
And I was recently replaying Mass Effect 3.
What do you do in the game? Like, what's it about?
I mean, it's a role-playing game. It's by BioWare, so it's one of these like big, like all of your decisions, like all of your small decisions affect everything else. And it's the third game in a trilogy, so it's about
it's the choose your own adventure kind of thing.
kind of. But this one is like the final one in the series, so everything's like coming to a head, and like you're trying to stave off this big invasion by this like invading species called the Reapers. It doesn't really matter.
Aliens and shit.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say.
One of the big things in the gay community for this game was that it was the first game that featured fully fleshed out gay relationships.
Really?
Yeah. The first one, you couldn't have any. Like, there were no I mean, there's
like relationships or gay people.
I mean, there were no. As far as I know, there were no.
You can't have gay people.
No gay people.
You're not allowed. How much coffee have you had? Jesus Christ.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. This just reminds me of like you, like at Stonewall, like trying to make out with straight dudes, specifically being like, made out with this one, got that one. I know he's here with his girlfriend, but we made out and it was awesome. And this character that you're describing just reminds me.
Well, that's why I brought it up.
You're like a scorecard, like straight guy bingo.
Yeah, but see, like, I think my thing is that, like, yeah, I like straight guys because I like how they act. Do you just pan the camera?
No, I rolled my eyes and also, shut up.
You know, I feel like I've hooked up and at one point dated a guy who didn't identify as gay. And even after we hooked up or dated, I mean, some of them were just clearly drunk and they just wanted to experiment. But some of them had said, like, explicitly, they're like, I'm not attracted to other men, like, I'm not attracted to men in general, but I think that there was something like about you, and I've heard other guys talk about this, both straight in relation to another guy. I've also heard girls talk about it,
Girls more so.
Girls more so. But I think that, and I think it's controversial because a lot of people that like all tell this to, like, are like, no, like they're just closeted or they're actually bisexual. They just don't want to admit it.
I've had a conversation with people before where they don't believe that, like, just because they think like if you have kissed a dude, you're gay, no matter what. And I try to explain to people like that's not necessarily the case. Just be like, you watch girls make out and that doesn't make them lesbians.
Yeah, and also
in fact, that's like glorified, like collegedudes.cash.com or something.
Yeah, but much more like respect.
Now I feel like a lot more gay porn stars are actually gay, as opposed to like 10 years ago when they'd be like, I saw that thing on HBO years ago where like they were shooting a scene and like the top in the scene was straight and he had his girlfriend like off camera like flashing her boobs and just being like, look over here. What does this have to do with the video game?
These days gay characters are becoming a lot more prevalent in like video games and things of that nature. Even TV to a point. I think that TV's had a bit of a leg up on.
Oh yeah. I mean, How to Get Away with Murder showed like a rimming scene. Did you watch the show?
No, but I saw like a BuzzFeed or something.
Oh yeah, they were like, holy shit, he ate his movie.
Oh, was that the one where they had to make the fake? No, that was Looking. They made, like, the fake.
It wasn't that. It was not that. They could show whatever they wanted. This was ABC.
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
How to Get Away with Murder was on ABC, and yeah, they like. You just see the guy like kissing down his back, and then like the camera just pans off into like the room, and you're like, oh.
I know what's going on down there.
So who the fuck needs to calm down because you're like just talking at this point?
You know, in video games, I also don't necessarily go for the gay option. I go for the character that I find most appealing for like romance options.
If there's a gay option, straight for it.
Anyway.
My Sims families were filthy. The last one, like I downloaded it, made like me and Lawrence. And then I just play for a couple hours and then I'll come back to it and then eventually everyone just dies. And I don't even necessarily kill them, that's really fun too, but...
Yeah, like putting them in the pool and taking out the ladder.
Yeah.
Or setting up.
Or just like building walls around them and just watching them starve.
I think that they did a good job like representing like a gay character that wasn't super like stereotypical, like he wasn't like super flamboyant or like super over the top. But it was
Just being like, yes, God.
amazing.
You know what I was thinking about earlier today? I was thinking, you know, like a couple years ago when, like, instead of being like, oh, gays started just saying gas, instead of tongue popping, can we just go, tongue pop, tongue pop? I was thinking about that earlier today, and I was like, it's already really gay. Oh, that was not good. That was not good.
Okay.
You're okay.
This guy is like a space marine. Basically, people that play this game are not going to agree with that, but to simplify it for everyone else, he's basically like a space marine, very manly.
Mask for mask.
Exactly.
Boring. Hate it.
The gay character, you know, a lot of his dialogue options are talking about like his dead husband, and they talk about his husband died in I forget, in crash, like a plane, spaceship crash or something. I don't know.
In a lube fire.
Yes, in the lube factory.
Fire. It's tragic. It affected our community.
Okay. Flammable.
Flammable? I hope not.
Science experiment.
Lighting lubes on fire. No, there's no alcohol content. There should not be alcohol.
Does silicone burn though?
Does silicone burn? No, because you can use it as like they have them as like baking sheets now that you can like make little shapes. That's
right.
Bullshit. You are in college. I think you missed the entire point of this podcast. Okay, so you know a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah.
You're obsessed. You got me into a lot of people.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Nicole Arbour video?
The fat shaming?
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
You ever watched it?
Yeah.
I watched it. I tried to avoid watching it. Her first controversy was because I saw her interacting with someone that I really like, that Megan Tonjes. It's very like body positive, and I follow her on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and blah 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 and YouTube. And I saw her get into this thing a while ago. This is how I even know this Nicole person was a person. And I watched it today, but it's not on YouTube anymore. I finally found it in a BuzzFeed article about this.
Her account got suspended.
Her account got suspended by YouTube. They were like,
it got reinstated though. I
Did
saw
it?
that. Yeah.
Oh.
That might have been like today, because I read this article today.
I don't care. I'm not going to subscribe. She's saying that it's satire, which, like, if you understand the definition of satire, it's not satire. The whole point of satire is to like punch up.
Yeah.
You like make fun of someone who like deserves to be taken down a few notches. You don't punch down at someone, at a community that's very made fun of and very bullied. That's who I'm telling this week to calm down. And also, shut the fuck up. I watched the video. There wasn't even like a second of it being funny.
There we go. Look up for 1 second so I can fix this.
Okay. Welcome back. After our fucking camera died. Anyway, she can calm down and also shut the fuck up. Because it's just like unacceptable at this point to be online and have that many followers who are like, could be young, impressionable kids who like don't need any of that bullshit from anyone. Like, really, you needed to make a 7-minute video about you just screaming about how you don't like fat people. That's just like, why? Why waste your time? And you knew that it was going to cause controversy. You knew that it was going to go viral because it was going, like, you did it to upset people.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think that she handled it correctly, but I think that's, going back to what I was saying, I think that's one of these things where, you know, like, we don't take offense at a lot of gay, like a lot of gay jokes because we're not. It depends.
It depends on where it's coming from.
Comedy shouldn't be, comedy that has to deal with like controversial issues can't also be malicious.
Yeah.
And I think at least what you described of it, hers was malicious.
It's very malicious.
Okay.
I believe it's malicious. Have you heard Justin Bieber's new song?
No.
What do you mean? He performed it at the VMAs. I'm not a fan. I'm not a believer. Believer?
Believer.
Yeah. If you listen to the lyrics alone, I get that it could be a song about consent, which I think is important, as opposed to blurred lines, which like really upset a lot of people and was really problematic. But if you watch the video, what do you mean? Not rapey. If that is truly the message of the song, which is like a more consent song as opposed to a rapey song, having the video, like where you're like kidnapping and terrorizing this girl for the first half of it, is not necessarily like an okay thing.
Ooh, I can't wait for Cinema Sins to do a
Everything Wrong with What You Mean.
Yeah.
And that's why I watched 50 Shades of Grey. Because I didn't want to go see it. I didn't want to read the book.
So you watched the Cinema Sins?
So I watched the Cinema Sins of 50 Shades of Grey, and I was like, oh, great, now I don't have to watch the movie. And I didn't give them any money for making that horrible, horrible movie.
And I got to see everything wrong with it.
Yeah, I gotta see everything wrong with it, which was a lot. It's the second song of Justin's that I actually have on my iTunes. I don't mind it. I don't think that, I'm not a fan.
Where did he come from?
Ooh, girl, I gotta go. I have to be to work in 4 minutes.
And we're done.